David. And let me tell you what this fool did. Okay, so basically, let me explain. Okay, so once you get the shirt with the Houseguest,
David.
Let me explain. What's up, guys?
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Dominique and I am joined by my son Jordan, and we are here to talk about the most recent episode of Big Brother.
We have a lot to sit down and unpack, so let's go ahead and get into it. First, let's talk about the nominations.
Okay.
So, as we all know, Cody Did Win head of household, and he put up David and Kevin on the block again.
Right. Again. Kevin is pretty much over it, you know. Excuse me. That's why he had that conversation with Cody, like...
They're all over it. Like, him and David are both over it. They were talking like...
They're over it, and David is like, what's up? What do you call him? Something buddy, because they're always on the block. Block buddy.
Yeah, block buddy.
Yeah.
At this point, it's just getting repetitive. Like, come on, like...
Yeah.
Out of all these all-stars, you would think that at least by this time in the game, one of them would have made a big move, or like one of them would try to backdoor somebody. But if they're all playing the safe game, taking the safe route, putting up Kevin and David, but that's not doing anything for the game. Like, at least make it entertaining, at least make it fun, challenging. Like, what are y'all getting out of putting David and Kevin on the block? That's not doing anything.
Well, they're cowards. They don't want to make any big moves, but I tell you somebody who does want to make a big move. Enzo wants to shake up the house. He's tired of playing this petty game of just putting David and
Kevin on the block.
Yeah.
Every 5 seconds because somebody wants a pawn or this and that.
I mean, just like, get to it. You know, play the game.
If you want somebody out to just make the move. Like, what are we waiting for? And so basically, Enzo went up to David in the one of the little rooms, and he was like, "So listen, you know, like, I really want to get picked to play in this veto. Me and you, we need to try to win so we could take each other off the block. Someone needs to come off the block because what people don't know is, in the house, his allies, Enzo wants to backdoor Christmas, but Enzo doesn't have enough, he doesn't have enough people on the same side as him. Like, nobody else is kind of like wanting to do that.
Right.
But he's the only one thinking clearly. Like, he wants to take a big head out of the house.
Well, you know, Danny wants Christmas gone as well.
Right.
She really is gunning for Christmas, and guess who broke the news to Christmas?
Nicole, her best friend, her best buddy in the game, her pawn, the puppet master. I mean, Danielle. Okay, so what's going on is Nicole is done with Danielle. She's sick of her. She's sick of the BS. She's sick of being treated like she's less than by Danielle. Nicole said it's time to stand on her own 2 feet and play her own game. So what she's doing is she's basically turning on Danielle, but she's not going to let Danielle know that, you know, because she wants to, like, still keep her as a number.
Right. I mean, I get what she's doing, but I think it's going to bite her in the butt, to be honest with you.
I mean, I don't know. It could go.
And I can't wait.
Either way, it could go good for Nicole. It could go good for Danielle. I don't know who it's going to go good for. I just think it's smart that she's going to start playing for her game and not Danielle's.
True. Well, I mean, they do go ahead and pick for the veto, and of course, who gets picked? Who does
Christmas was praying that she gets picked because once Nicole told her that Danielle wants to backdoor her, Christmas was praying that she gets picked for the veto because she wants to come after Danielle and do all this stuff.
Well, she has a feeling that, you know, she's going to be backdoored, you know, she's like, I got to stay safe. But who did Kevin pick?
Kevin didn't pick anyone. And if he did, he picked Nicole.
Right. Somebody picked Nicole. I don't know, but David had Houseguest choice,
and he picked Enzo because Enzo was the one that came and talked to him.
Enzo was like, "Bruh, I'm tired of all this, you know, putting you guys on the block. I'm done with it. I'm ready to play this game. Let's go."
Right. He was so up and giddy to do all this stuff.
I don't believe Enzo because really, he already said that he's gonna play along with them and make them feel comfortable that he's gonna vote with them. You know. I just don't think he's gonna make a major move without having
some numbers behind him.
Right.
Yeah.
If Cody's not down with it, or Tyler.
Yeah, then he's not. Tyler would have been down with it to do like a little.
But Tyler was not down with it.
Maybe
Cody's not going to pull a trigger unless, you know, one of those other guys are on board.
And you know, to be honest, Memphis is really always kind of pulling the strings. Like, even now, Memphis is kind of like Like, whenever someone becomes head of household, it really still feels like Memphis is the head of household because people just, you know, follow his orders, or Memphis will, you know, whisper in their ear. Kind of like Cody, like, he's kind of like all up on Memphis because, you know, Memphis is telling him, like, it would be good if you don't change the nominations. I don't know why you don't want to keep, why you want to keep the nominations the same. Like, that's
me either. I mean, again, being in the final two with David or Kevin is for sure thing that you're going to win the money.
Right, you're going to win. They don't play smart. They can't win comps or anything. So
very odd.
And then, so let's go ahead and explain the veto competition.
Oh, but first, didn't Christmas have a little moment where she?
Right. So Christmas didn't get picked. She didn't get picked. And then she said, if you guys want to put me up for nominations next Thursday, call me. And then she just walked out and like
everybody was like
crying.
What?
And everybody could tell she was mad. And, you know, like the boys that she hangs out with in the house, they kind of went over to comfort her and stuff. And like she was saying, like how like her personal anger isn't towards anybody. She's just mad. She doesn't get to play and all that other stuff. But we know she's mad.
Yeah, Christmas. You know, she knows her fate is in the house is becoming very questionable, and she knows Danny is gunning for her. So
right, because Nicole snitched. Everyone's just snitching.
Well,
where's the loyalty?
There is none. That's part of the game. If you want to be loyal, stay home. Big Brother is not for loyalty, okay?
It's not for the nice. It's not for the quick and easy. It's not like that. It's 6 months, right?
I don't think it's that long.
Yes, it's 6 months.
I mean, we have a triple eviction coming up soon, so half of these people are going to be gone.
I heard you said a triple. You mean a double eviction?
No, triple.
3 people?
Yes. It will be
Dang, they want this season
eviction.
to be done quick.
It will be triple eviction. So on to the
production is running out of time.
Right. On to the veto meeting because
the veto.
Let me just tell y'all right now, I'm not a big drinker, but after watching this veto competition, I had to get me a nice glass of wine because I'm telling you,
it was a little heavier than wine.
No, it was not. No, just wine. Let's just go ahead and get into it. They were doing the what's the little thing named? OTAV?
Yeah, OTAV. It was like the little like the surfer OTAV kind of thing, kind of vibe they was doing for the competition. And basically, it's kind of like how you have to match up like certain like words on t-shirts to the evicted Houseguest. Or
right. He gave a scenario, and then the names will be on the t-shirts. You have to. I mean, you guys have seen this competition every season, just a different spin to it. You have to find a t-shirt. And you know the last one.
Sometimes it's not always a t-shirt. Sometimes it's like
a ball or whatever. Same thing. The last one up on that podium, you're out.
Exactly. And everything was going good. You know, people were getting eliminated. The first person to get eliminated was Tyler, right?
No. Was it?
Remember, he was the one. He was the first one.
No. I rewatched it to be sure.
It was David. And let me tell you what this fool did. Okay, so basically, let me explain. Okay, so once you get the shirt with the Houseguest,
David.
Let me explain. Once you get the name of the people on the shirt, once you get that shirt, you have to go up and like grab onto the thing, to the rope. You have to pull yourself up. It's very slippery. It's a lot of like it's a challenge to get up there.
You have to be at the podium. Right. If you're the last one, you're out.
Exactly.
So while everybody's grabbing t-shirts,
you have to explain. So basically,
they saw the show. We're just giving a recap and giving our opinion, but go ahead.
Okay, so there's like a $10,000 shirt that you can win. So basically, if you find the $10,000 shirt instead of the Houseguest name shirt, you can take that shirt and you can get the $10,000, but you'll be evicted from playing in the veto.
No, you just can't play in the game anymore. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So basically, David is on the block.
On the block, ready, set to go home.
People are on the fence. They don't even know who they're gonna pick. It's not certain. So this dummy.
Stop.
Okay. What do you want me to say? What is there to say?
This person with very bad gameplay.
This person who made a very bad decision decided to pick the $10,000 shirt. Aren't you in it for the long run for the $500,000 that you could possibly win? You threw away your game for $10,000. No one in the house has respect for you anymore. Just think about that. Think about that for a second. Let it settle in.
David, what is wrong? I'm really starting to think, and I'm so sorry. I'm really starting to think 1 + 1 is not 2. With you out there.
I'm done. This season is just...
I mean, what were you thinking?
I just give it a thumbs down.
You know you're on the block. When you're on the block, you fight to the end.
The end. You're supposed to try to get off the block.
You throw that $10,000 t-shirt to the side somewhere, maybe someplace where you can maybe easily access it, you know, at another time. But you keep trying to find that t-shirt with the Houseguest names on it and get on up there to OTAV. Not David. David found the money shirt.
And you know what?
He started his behind right up there.
And everybody was like, is he crazy?
His justification was, hey, at least I got $10,000. Nobody else does. David, are you okay?
Nobody else is here for $10,000.
David.
And everybody was
David,
like,
come close. Are you okay?
David's not watching. And everyone was like, what's wrong with him? Like, everyone was actually baffled that he actually chose $10,000 and he's sitting on the block.
Oh my God.
Unsure of where he's headed.
Oh my God.
And I was just thinking to myself the whole time, that's such a David move. That's such a David move.
You know, I mean, it's like...
That's something he does. That's just like such a David move. He would pull that any other day. But today
it's
at all days.
so frustrating because... You know, he's been able to survive in this game and just doing something so stupid to put a target on your back.
Right.
Half of the people don't even want you in the house. No, they don't really have a good, solid reason, but they don't want you in the house. Okay?
They don't. And I mean, to be honest, him just being dumb is a good enough reason.
At this point, that dumb gameplay needs to send your behind right on up to the road, send you right on up to the jury house. Good night and goodbye.
Even Kevin was talking about you in the confessional. Talk about when one door closes, another one cracks open, and that's because of David, and he picked the 10,000. I need a moment to rest.
David, if your parents are watching this video, parents of David, we're not sure what went wrong here. But
don't
something
blame the
went
parents.
wrong.
Don't blame the parents. It's not their fault.
I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying I know I can only imagine that they are super annoyed.
It just doesn't make any sense. Like when you really think about it, it doesn't make any sense. And
oh my God.
It kind of even go back to how Davon was saying how
that David makes bad game moves, and he does.
Right, it kind of just goes back to how Davon was saying that he makes bad game moves, and how she was saying like the reason why she thought he flipped the vote is because he's always doing like questionable stuff, and that was questionable. Like, do you even want to be in the house? His mindset was, oh, I'll be the only one in the house and $10,000. Nobody in this house cared for $10,000. We all have one goal, $500,000.
Is it $500,000 or $250,000?
What? It's $500,000. What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. I told you guys I had to have a glass of wine, right?
She's a little liquored up for the camera.
No, I'm not. I'm just mad that David made that game move. Just all bad. All bad, all wrong, all the time is David.
Okay, so next just going
what
past
else
that.
is there to move on to? I mean, basically, Cody won.
Cody did win.
He's not going to change.
I thought Enzo was at least going to win, because if Enzo won, then he would have taken David off, and he would have put up Christmas, and then had a plan to backdoor her.
You keep thinking that Enzo was going to...
He wanted to. He's been saying it for like 2 weeks now.
No, I don't believe it.
He was the first one. He was the first one to talk about putting up Danielle.
He talks a lot of game, but Enzo ain't going to make no moves, okay? That's my opinion. We'll see. But Cody did win. He kept the nominations the same, and then everybody was basically grouping
about David. They were talking bad.
What is he doing?
They said that Danielle was saying she don't got no respect for him. She has no respect for his game.
That's a bit far, girl. Bye, Danielle. You always say you don't have respect for somebody. Whatever.
I didn't even come to their house. I don't come to this. I wouldn't have come to the Big Brother game to respect people. I'm here to do what I came to do.
Play a game.
It's a game. And at the end of the day, it is a game, though. You really have to remember, win or lose. You know, it is a game.
Whatever.
So, you know what? At the end of the day, David, you made a bad decision. You made more than enough bad decisions. And if you go out, if you leave this house, you won't be missed. But it is a game. Thanks for coming. Goodbye.
And have fun in the jury house.
Have so much fun with Davon, please. And
tell Davon we said hey. You guys, that's all we have. Yeah, I mean, Cody kept the noms the same.
Yeah.
He got in David's behind a little bit. He was like, dude, you know, why'd you take the money? You know, this is what you have to do. You're not safe. I mean, talking to David like he's his kid. Meanwhile, David's like a professional, like...
They probably talk about something. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it was a good game move. Maybe taking the 10,000, you know, wasn't the best decision. Duh!
You think?
We all knew that. We all looked at you like you were slow or something because you did that. But you know what? You know what? This is your decision. You're grown. You're grown. You're not a child.
Very grown.
Even though we know you're getting talked to like you're a child, you're not. You're very grown. You're very grown. Grown enough to know that was a dumb decision to make.
Anywho, that's all we got, guys. I'm fully exhausted at this point. You guys drop down in the comments and let us know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and we will chat again soon. Bye.
We can talk about how Cody was talking about some Carolinians. You want to cut that in? We can like edit it.
Okay, guys, if y'all are still there, Cody's very slow. Bye-bye.